Good morning, everyone. It's Monday morning. I'm Nick Perro, not your dad. Welcome to Sick of This Shit Publications and Chronically Illing Out, where I get to chill out and you all get to chill out with me, with my friends, Stephanie Wilson of Freedom Over Fascism. Good morning, Steph.
Good morning.
We have our other friend, Soso of Soso's World. Good morning, Soso.
Good morning, Nick. Good morning, guys.
And Beth Cruz of the Possibilitarians Light. Good morning, Beth.
Good morning.
And today, everyone, as I start pulling up show links and stuff like that for myself, so I know what's going on and I can see the live chat, is good morning, everyone. We're going to be talking about mindful practices today, and how things are going for us, how we can practice these skills ourselves and be mindfully aware of what we're doing in life and improve ourselves and better ourselves throughout all of the things. I talk a lot about it in Intelligent Masculinity and different types of ways we can improve ourselves as men, but it's really a better humaning project. So good morning, everyone. How are you three today? Steph, maybe start with you.
I'm doing all right. I had some good rest time over the weekend, and I also had some realizations, which I will share later, about what I need to be watching and talking about on Substack for my own mental health. So it's all good.
That's
when I have a kid home from school for a week, where I'm sure barely see him because he'll be sleeping until well past noon.
You know, that's what happens when you have a teenager, is they just sleep all the time. They sort of hibernate a lot. Like they do these mini hibernation spells and they're just like, nothing wakes me up.
Yeah, no, totally. But it's great because it makes up for the time before when he was really, really young, when he couldn't sleep past 4.
That's fair. That's totally fair and reasonable. My son used to put himself to sleep when he was a baby.
Wow.
Yeah. So here, fun story time. Is my son, before we go any further, my son used to walk when he was little. We have a cradle that my dad built, or a crib that my dad built, that has really beautiful wooden, like heavy oak cradle that has legs that it can be a high rocker when they're little. But we would put it on the floor when he got older so he could get it in and out of it himself. And it was his bed for a long time. And he would just walk up to us when he was little and go, "I'm tired. Good night." And just walk away. He would wave at us and just like turn around, go to bed and put himself to sleep. And I was like, this is the easiest child ever. And it was at like 6, 7 at night. And then he wouldn't wake up until the morning. And we're like, okay. Like we thought he had problems because he wasn't waking up at night.
Oh, no.
And the doctor was like, no, he's good. He's just a tired baby.
Wow. Yeah. I didn't have that kid.
I didn't have that kid.
Our daughter wasn't like that, but our son was. This was also, we found out the only reason our son ever woke up in the middle of the night when he was a little baby was because I snored and I didn't have a CPAP at the time. And so I would wake him up at night. And my wife would always be like, why is he waking up? Like, what are we doing wrong? And like, he wasn't eating. It wasn't because he was hungry, until we finally figured it out. It was me. I was the problem. It caused one of the first and only fights that me and my wife have ever had, that I won, that I needed, that I felt like, yes, this was a good win. Was the night that we put him into his room for the first time without us, because she was convinced he was going to die, because she was sleep deprived and exhausted and a worried new mom, like she was very anxious because she was going through depression. And I was like, no, like you are a monster to yourself right now. Like we're ending this. We're done with you being sleep deprived, and we're putting him in his room. And she was like, he's gonna die. I was like, no, he's not. And I brought him upstairs. Oh no, we lost Steph. We're gonna do musical faces again, everyone. Just be aware. We always do. But I brought him upstairs and he didn't die.
How old was he, Nick?
He's
He was
still
like-
alive.
Yeah, he's still alive. He even broke his arm a couple months ago. He was, I think it was like 8 months, almost somewhere before a year that we were doing it. But it was time because he was sleeping a lot. He just wasn't sleeping at night.
Yeah.
And it was because
No, I
of
think
me.
it was a good thing.
It was because of me. I was the problem. And then I won. And then that's the only time I've ever been happy winning an argument. I was like, okay, this feels good.
Like that was it.
All right. So how are you today? We lost Steph.
Well, I'm really good, actually. I feel like my usual mental load doesn't seem it is as big as before, but because I unplugged a lot, because as you might know, I was on a vacation in Barbados last week with my husband. We really needed like that break because he's been working like crazy. And anyways, we moved and you guys know all of the story. So yeah, it felt really good to just take a break from gotta do this today, gotta do that, don't forget this, don't forget that. What you have to do is just worry about what you're gonna eat and where you're gonna rest and what you're gonna talk about. Well, that just comes naturally, but yeah, and I love discovering new places. No wonder why I call myself Soso's World. So I was really thrilled. So I could say that was. Yeah, I feel replenished. Is that the word? Yeah.
That's the word. Yeah. I'm glad you're replenished.
Nice.
But happy to see you because I saw you last on Monday and I was like, woohoo, because maybe those of you who didn't watch, I joined from the hotel room. So that was fun. It felt different, not like my usual books. But yeah. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for asking. Beth's turn.
I am here. I'm here. I'm exhausted.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
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 Okay. That's it. I'm tired. No?
Can you come closer to your microphone?
Me?
Yes.
Yes. Here, Steph.
Is it
this
actually
for you.
on?
Thank
I
you.
don't know.
Nope, still doing it. I don't know what the hell's wrong.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me see.
Hey, y'all.
Is that better?
Yeah. Huh.
Everybody, it's
Hi.
me. I'm the problem. I keep disconnecting and reconnecting for some reason. Don't ask
Nick
me why.
is the problem.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm the problem. Story of my life. Nick's the problem.
Yeah, my
And for some
VPN
reason-
is fucking me over today.
Yeah, and for some reason, Steph, your name's not on the live. You must not have accepted your invite, and I did not check ahead of time.
I see her name.
But it's in your
What?
email if you want to check it. And yes, Josh, there is a Taylor Swift song about that. She's right. She's right. T-Swift. So Taylor is like a month older than I am or some shit like that. Like we would have been in the same grade together. And so she's a millennial peer, but that's about all I got on her. Like that's the only thing. Like I think we maybe both that we like music a lot, but I think that's about as much commonality. She's pretty awesome, I think. She donates a lot back. She gives a lot back. Yeah. Anti-hero. That song's actually about Donald Trump. For anyone who doesn't know, that song is a direct rebuke of Donald Trump. So anyway, Beth, actually, so good morning again, everyone. As we try and fix all the problems and do all the things we're working on. So Restream offered something new today, so I'm trying something new this morning, which might be part of the problem. Is I added the portrait view, so I can do both landscape and portrait, depending on the platform. I don't know if we're doing that yet, or if it's working in any way, but we're trying it, seeing what happens. It's worth trying something new if they got it, and if it helps get more of an audience. And we can hear you, Steph, or is all your tech just none of your links and stuff are
all
working
the
for
links.
you?
I can't find the invite. I can't open the chat, whatever. So guys, I can't see the chat. So if there's something really important,
we'll tell you.
Yeah, we'll make sure stuff gets relayed all the today. It's disappointing.
I'm glad Nikki
to see the chat.
Nikki enjoyed the meditation this morning. I'm glad to hear that.
Good.
Yay.
And Monica.
Oh yeah, Beth, it was amazing. It was
Your
like I haven't left Barbados. I haven't.
Your pictures were amazing. Now I've got to get a monkey and a turtle. Jeez.
Oh yeah, I could have stayed forever there. Wildlife, right? It's like, oh
yeah.
I can imagine. It looked beautiful.
I need a tropical paradise vacation.
I know. Well, you can take the meditation and have a 3-minute one.
I'm very grateful, so we can go back together somehow. Debbie, the meditation is posted.
Yeah,
if you go to
Debbie,
Stick publication.
Don't worry, you have not missed the meditation this morning either on the live stream. We do that towards the end, so don't worry. I always post it on the publication either before or after the show, depending on when I wake up and I get the assets. And Beth and I are always tag teaming. It's like a missed high five when we do this sometimes. However, we're getting better at it. And so I release the meditation on Sick of This Shit under the Time for Life section, hopefully before or right after the show. And then we have it in the show. So everybody gets to join us for the meditation too. We do it right towards the end before we close out the show. So don't worry, you haven't missed the meditation yet. We're going to be talking mindfulness skills though today. And I wanted to get y'all's, as I kick out my foot stand and try and hurt myself, because I have weird legs, so I have a stand under my desk so that I can move my feet around in good ways.
I do too.
My God, you guys, I haven't an 18-year-old, right?
Yeah.
This is a baby Bjorn footstool that I have under my desk.
Oh, come on.
I actually have one of the real foot things that has different heights and stuff and moves and angles.
I'm gonna win.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay.
Right? It's a bin. I can also drum on it. I can put things in it, but it sits under my desk.
Does it have a lid too?
If I would like it to have a lid, it does.
Because then you could put it upside down and hide things that are tall, but just need a flat surface, and then you don't lose the impact of the bin.
And it really looks good too. It's real eye-catching.
Hey Beth, what does it say on your t-shirt? I'm curious.
Oh, I'm reversed, but it says Hold
it steady. I'll unreverse you for a second and then I'll re-reverse you.
First of all, I'm a delight. That's what it says.
And then we'll unmirror her so she feels good. Because the mirror is weird.
It is. It's weird, and it's too confusing for me at 8 a.m. I'm like, where's my hair?
Oh,
Oh,
and
I
I'll drink
have
some
that.
coffee from this really awesome coffee mug that I have.
Oh, I have to get it.
Chronically illing out.
Really?
I have to get it.
Oh, it looks good in black.
It does.
looks
I
good
think
in black.
I'm really glad we put him in black because this just doesn't. I mean, it's cute, but the black makes it pop.
Yeah, the black makes it pop.
Yes.
On my to-do list.
Delight. Lefty, you are a fucking delight. Yes.
Yes. Lefty
Hell yeah.
is.
You all are. You're all delights. And above Soso's head, in the top right-hand corner of the screen, and if you're on portrait mode, right next to my head on the screen, that way, is the QR code to the Sick of This shop, where you can absolutely go and spend some money and help support us as we grow, so that I can eventually start paying Beth, and then eventually start paying my friends for the work that they do alongside me and with me, and as volunteer force for the Sick of This Shit publications. Like, I want it to become a paid force and not a volunteer force, because I want my friends to make money too.
Well, your friends like helping you too, though.
I know, but a good lesson my father taught me when I was young was, if you're good at something, don't ever do it for free, especially in a capitalistic society. Like, if we're good at what we do, you may as well charge for it, because capitalism demands that.
Which is why I'm doing it for free.
Yeah, I understand. But you're good at it. You're not doing it for free. Your publication has a paywall, not for any of its content, but you have paid publication and you have paid members, so you're not doing it for free. So don't lie to yourself, Beth.
Well, there's a different way
I
to look
like
at it,
doing it,
which is that your work has value, and that value should be reflected in money.
Yeah. Because we live in a capitalistic society where that is what we have to do to earn a living. Like, if I could do this for free because I had a universal basic income that actually allowed me to do this work as a job without needing to be paid extra, like, I would do what I'm doing here because I enjoy what I'm doing. Like, if I didn't need to make more money, I wouldn't ask you guys to buy things from me. Like, we only made the Sick of This shop, or the I only turned on paywall stuff because people wanted to pay for it. So it seemed like you said, Steph, things had value. There was something of value that I was offering, and people are willing to pay for that value. And I appreciate every single one of you who does. Like, do not let me say this as a downplay of what you're doing. Like, I deeply, deeply appreciate all of the paid support through merchandise, through just
get the heart
subscriptions, things like that. I deeply
appreciate.
Maybe it'll work. I deeply appreciate that, because that helps pay for my family to live. Like, you guys help support my family to live and to be able to do stuff. Like, we don't do a lot, but you guys help enable us to be able to live as a family. So thank you. And yeah, time has value, because capitalism has, at least in capitalism, time has a monetary value. In our opinions, time just has value, and the time I spend with my friends is valuable to me. And so for me, that is one of my mindfulness practices, where today is all about mindfulness practices. And right now, this podcast, this series, this discussion with my three friends here, with Soso, with Beth, with Steph, and with all of you who are in the chat, is one of my mindfulness practices. I intentionally made this space because I needed a place outside of normal group therapy that I could talk with my friends that wasn't with a therapist, but was geared towards self-growth and self-awareness and self-reflection, And this is one of the few spaces that I've made at this point that are like that. Like that's my whole podcast series, is like all of what I do in Sick of This Shit Publications is about that. And I really value this time and space. And it is one of my mindfulness practices because y'all bring so much love back to us. And I feel it, and it gears me up for the week, and I get to listen to Beth's meditations and see the pictures that Soso has taken, and get to hear all of the lovely insights from all of my friends and all of you in the chat. And like I've had my mom on the show. Like it's just a great fun space that makes me feel better for the week. That was interesting. Feel better for the week and like gear myself up for the week so that I'm ready and that I feel good. And it's nice to start with the three of you. Like
That's so grateful.
Plus all of our friends who are with
It does
us.
make for a good beginning to the week. Even no matter how tired when I come on, I just feel like I walk away feeling so much better. And it's a good start. I appreciate that.
I agree too. Like I have a week that's way too full for me, and mindfulness, I'm taking it I really am at like one day at a time, which I'm really, really bad at, but I don't view this as like work. This is like filling me up, and it's not.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
I really agree. And it's also a place where I find that, well, I don't know about you guys, but I am going to start a new therapy soon. And I don't know if you noticed, but that's why I was kind of tearing up before, because Nick was talking about, earning money to basically support his family. And I have so much admiration. But for me, it's a big trigger because I have CPTSD, and I was in a relationship with my dad where it was a big, big issue. And there was a point that I was on welfare when I got separated. And now I have made a lot of actions in my life to change this. And I am so grateful because I'm not, obviously, as you can tell, I'm not in the same situation. And I have such a hard time. I don't want to ask money for people, sorry, but I do want people to subscribe for free, because for me, it is still a reflection of what I do, what I try to bring, that what I do is worth something. And sorry, I don't want to get. So yeah, it's not, what you said. It's hard to grow up in a capitalist society, being brought up by parents too, or sometimes, who don't have a good relationship with that notion. And, they kind of, you get traumatized by it, and it's followed me all my life. So I'm just grateful because you guys have helped me to actually, come to certain terms with that. As you, it's for me, I try not to feel guilty. I had like a trauma episode when I turned on my paid subscriber, because I felt like I was taking away from people who needed it most in me. So it is a very personal thing. And please, like, I don't want to say this to get paid subscriber, but I'm kind of explaining like live, this is therapy, right? How it is such a big issue for me. And I have so much understanding from you guys. So, and thank you. Thank you to everyone in the chat for just listening.
We love you.
Yes.
We love
you. Yeah, I love you too. Thank you guys.
So much love.
This is why we do this. And Steph's at a rock concert. I do like that it does the laser fade behind you. That is pretty cool. The background on that is cool. Good morning, everyone in the chat. I know I haven't been as typey in the chat today, or as active in the chat today, but I'm seeing all the comments, and thanks everyone for being here. It's so glad all of you are with us for these discussions. Like, we get to, my favorite thing about all of these lives, Beth, you're next. Don't worry.
What?
Your mindfulness practices and things like that. You're next. Prepping you while I do a quick moment.
Okay.
This is like I've noticed that we get to be personal in ourselves. We get to be authentic with ourselves in this space, and we often tend to share things I don't think that we were always expecting that we would share, but they are
Mm-hmm.
helpful
Yeah.
in the long run because we let ourselves share them. And as Sherrod Swaney told me once, was at least for men, is find a group of men that you can cry around. And I think for men, you need both. You need both a group of men you can cry around. You need a group of women you can cry around. You need not both. You need all. You need a group of men you can cry around. You need a group of women you can cry around, and you need a group of people who are anywhere in between. Because you need to be a whole ass human, and you need to be able to interact healthily amongst all of them. And like this week is one of my favorites because right now I do alternating weeks of it, but starting in March, it'll be every week is the Diogenes Club, which is the men's club that I do with Evan Fields, Eric Lulov, and Walter Ryan. And it's sort of like this space too, but from like all men's perspective. And maybe we should do an all
And you're
women.
gonna get some, big names. I mean, like on the weekend, I saw Nick that he was invited on Waj, and was sorry, I can't pronounce his name.
I was with Devin. Oh, sorry, I was with Levin Dean over the weekend.
When was this with Waj then?
I was with Waj last week, I think.
Oh my God! See, I'm behind. I'm in Barbados. But anyways, I hope they do come. Because it'd be interesting to see their point of view, right?
I'm going to be inviting them on too. Like I've told all of them because I've started to become friends with people that I never expected I would know in my life. And I'm going to have Zev Shalev and I are planning a show for tomorrow with Shane Urich, so we can do like a second Palin talk basically this week on tech bros and tech fascists. Because it's important.
Oh, good.
And because I now know these folks, like it's really awesome to like know that I know people like that who are standing up and who are telling the truth and who are speaking boldly for it, and aren't waiting for permission to say the right things. And I appreciate that. Do I agree with everything everybody is doing in the circle? No. I think there's room for improvement for me, for others, but that's the great thing is we're all willing to learn right now.
Absolutely.
So for me, part of all of this is the mindfulness practices of all of this is I want to get other men's opinions that I might not agree with everything on, but that we can come to a consensus where pro-dignity and pro-humanity are always like the underlying principle, but we can talk about other things around it. And it's not, personhood isn't a policy position. It's just a position. It's just personhood. Like the idea of personhood is not political. It's not a policy position in my point. Like if you either view people as having value and dignity or you don't. And if you don't, you're not a good person. I'm pretty black and white on that one. Like you're not a good person if you don't value people's humanity and dignity. So I mindfully find people who do, and I work with those too who do that. Maybe I can help shift some of their values and opinions or shift some of the ways that we talk so that when we have episodes like where neurodivergent hodgepodge comes on and talks about helps us learn about ableism and the word choices that we use, maybe I can add those things into our discussions in a healthy way and show men and others how to correct each other in real time. And I need to get better at that, is how do we correct each other in real time without being destructive? So we can just say, hey, oh, that was wrong. You shouldn't say this because it's hurtful here. Let's move on. Now you know.
And I'm glad, Nick, you're doing this because, I mean, if I...
We're going to put that on a t-shirt. Sorry.
Yeah, but sometimes, I mean, that's why, I mean, as a personal aside, that's why I trained in psychology, because growing up with a very, my father was very difficult and he was very abusive. So, you know, they say that you go into psychology to try to solve your own problems, but I felt like I got a lot of skills, you know, through that. And it also allowed me to understand people who are hurting, lashing out, that are overwhelmed, that can't manage their emotion. And sometimes, if you allow me to disagree, I don't necessarily think they're bad, but I think they haven't been shown the way. And I mean, anyways, it's just, and it's hard because with my dad, I tried, to really help them. But it is true that you have to set your own limits. And that's a whole set, like a whole skill set. So I'm very, very I admire what you're doing. So, yeah.
Thanks.
Mm,
Beth,
love that.
how about you for mindfulness skills? Let's keep, as we continue, I think, thank you, Cecil. I appreciate that.
For mindfulness, I try to stay mindful, but again, I'm human. So I know that recently I am very overwhelmed and just a lot going on, obviously politically and in my private life. And so I'm doing a lot of practicing mindfulness as far as staying centered, focusing on 3 things, keeping myself grounded and present, and finally got the birdhouse with a camera set up from Christmas this weekend. Or it's actually my husband's anniversary present, but I think I love it more than he does. And so yeah, just focusing on the beauty. I really enjoyed So's pictures from Barbados, and that definitely centered me too, and just reminding me that there is beauty all over. So yeah, it's important. I'm probably rambling, but
No, you're
No, you're
I
not.
think it's really important that you are self-aware to recognize that, yes, I'm having a hard time. What do I do about that? And try to shift that. I think that's why this helps me a lot on Mondays too, is just kind of shift that energy, and gives me a reminder. Just looking in the chat, there's just amazing people out there who care and who are supportive. That's how I practice mindfulness.
That's so lovely, Beth. I wish I could see the chat, but I'm going to assume that everybody is lovely like usual.
No, they are. They are always.
I think it's awesome that you're figuring out what fills you up.
Yeah.
And this community that we've built and are building is in itself I didn't expect. I've been doing a podcast for 3 years, and I don't know what the hell my hair is going. And there was no real community around it until I joined you guys, and now there is, and it's so beautiful. It is so wonderful, and it's I think one of the things that's gonna help us through this thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it starts here with just each other.
Right.
That's where it starts. It starts with being kind to each other and the people we come in contact with. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I realized this weekend that for me, I need to be in live spaces or with my podcast, places that I can learn from people as opposed to just rant with people.
Yes.
Because the rant without a plan doesn't do much for me. It just makes me feel angry and not, like advancing the cause. So that was one of my realizations this weekend.
That's a pretty mindful realization too, both for yourself, I think, on your like a business side for your podcast and how you want to manage it, but also a personal side on like what content you really want to talk about and what brings you joy or what makes you just fills you with anger afterwards, and like understanding what content you want to create makes a world of difference. Like I came in all of this 7 months ago and I was like, okay, what do I really want to do while I'm here? And last month I figured it out. I want to do masculinity discussions and I want to talk about mindfulness and like really digging into that and giving myself that space was super important. So I 100% understand.
Yeah.
If
I'm glad
I
you did.
can say, if I can add, I remember Nick, we were just, it feels like we have history now, meeting you. And, I told you like, hey, like, could we chat about Substack? Like, I'm also, it's like we're both looking to do, what are we going to do with Substack? We know we want to do something, but we want to create, we want to share, we want to speak, anyway. So I'm really grateful that we have this space to sort of reflect back on our history and where we're going, and it's really giving us a sense of direction. And you're right, I mean, yeah, I'm so grateful.
And like one of the things, thank you again. Thank you. And one of the things I really like too about all of this is I get to share some of the tools that I've learned how to use over time. Um, and that's why today I think is really important. I had a friend reach out um, saying they wanted some help. And I was like, what do I do that I know can be easily helpful for them? And it was around like self reflection and self evaluation and what can they do and what tools do I use. And I use the VA's guidebook on the distress tolerance practices. I don't have any of them with me right now. I was trying to find them. Sorry, y'all. I will find them. They're packed away somewhere. We're like halfway moving at the moment. We're not like, but things are not places where I remember they're at. I have organized chaos where I know where I put the thing last, but if I don't know, it's not there. But I use the VA tools because they're based on real. I mean, the VA uses real clinical psychologists and has an amazing, probably one of the best mental health care systems in the U.S. at least, because the VA has dedicated resources towards veterans that allow care to be geared towards our needs, specifically around like PTSD and anger management and resources like that, which has then helped fuel other psychologists to also have those tools that are not in the VA, and has made the space better for everyone because of it. So support your VA services, actually support VA and ask them to increase VA funding and VA support and Medicare support, because we go off the Medicare system and the criteria for our surgeries are based on Medicare and Medicaid. So when they cut Medicare and Medicaid, they hurt veterans. Sorry, just needed to throw that out there. And everyone else.
People.
Yeah, they hurt when they cut Medicare and Medicaid, they hurt everybody. VA is just a special class in there that they don't ever talk about because nobody wants to remind folks that when they hurt the Medicare system in the US, they're actually hurting our veterans. And so I like putting that one out there. But I use the VA tools, and one of the tools that I really learned was it's the basics of mindfulness. And it's a tool I use often. It's where you separate your ideas from your personality. So your mind is not you. Like your brain is just a part of you, and it comes up with thousands to millions of ideas all the time that you just ignore or that you never act upon. And that's okay. And the ability to separate your mind out as a part of you, but not as the whole you, so that you can say, let's say I like using the robbing a bank analogy, because so many people in their lifetime have either been really desperate or really poor and been like, I really should just go rob a bank and that'll solve all my problems because then I'll have millions of dollars. Or I should step out in the middle of the road right now so that I get hit, because then my VA insurance will cover all of the medical costs and maybe they'll fix the other issues that are going on. Intrusive thoughts, things like that. You're allowed to have those thoughts. You're allowed to have them. You're allowed to, they happen. You let them float down the river of your mind, but you have to be willing to separate your mind out from your whole person and say, oh, hey, mind, that was a dumb idea. Let's not do that. And then let's let it go without judging yourself for it. It's one of the most basic mindfulness practices in the entire set. It's actually the one that they go back to every time a new group starts monthly. There's always a return to, here's the basics of mindfulness. Here's how you talk about your mind, and it's separate from your body, and that you are allowed to tell your mind to shut the hell up. You're doing dumb things. Or you're just allowed to say, hey, that was silly. Let it go. And you let those silly thoughts go. Because everybody has intrusive thoughts. Everybody has thoughts we do not act on. We just don't need to judge ourselves for having thoughts. And so to me, that's one of the basic mindfulness practices that I've really had to latch onto, because it's allowed me to then use the other tools in mindfulness, like identifying the wise mind versus intelligent mind, or emotion mind. Like, how do I balance myself into a wise state where I'm not overly emotional or overly unemotional? Being able to separate the mind is that base practice. And for me, for anyone who's listening, for my friends who asked for support or who want support too, this is the tool I use, is the basic mindfulness technique to separate my mind, allow myself to think and ponder on the thoughts that need them, and then let go of the ones that aren't. It's hard. It takes a lot of practice. I'm on year 3 of learning how to do this. And this is part of my journey of doing these things. It's a daily practice that you just do, and you let yourself grow from it. It takes a while, but you let yourself grow from it. For the day.
It reminds me of, and I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong. I have his book, Eckhart Tolle, where the ego, you let go of the ego.
Yeah.
It's because that's really what it comes down to, is the ego, and it either feeling okay or being wounded. And so if you can just push that piece aside, it's more helpful if you can just get it out of the way.
I also have this book that I was recommended by one of my therapists, which is called Stress Resets. I'll put it up there, and I'll put the name of it into, and maybe see if I can find a link to it for like Goodreads or something. So, or what, not Goodreads, for one of the online bookstores that lets you not purchase through one of the big companies. I recommend this book. It's a great read, especially right now, because I don't know if anybody has noticed, but we're living through a stressful moment collectively.
No.
Because fascism is domestic violence and domestic abuse at scale. And so we're all in a really stressful situation at the moment. We're all being taken captive by an abusive partner who wants to rule every aspect of our life. And so having the ability to manage stress right now and reset yourself mindfully during it and protect your emotions. This is all just emotional intelligence. There was a question about that. Isn't this really just basically emotional intelligence? Yes. That's the most important practice we all should be doing right now, because if we could teach some of these other people how to do it, maybe they'd suck less. Because they'd feel better about themselves. So maybe they'd suck less. I just want some of these people to suck less. I want others to get better. But some of them, I just want you to suck less. Like, just suck less, assholes. Do better.
If you could just suck less, we'd really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know. I had a different image in my mind, but I'm not.
Just suck less.
Oh, so.
You're welcome.
Okay, it's because of the crib. You were talking about a handmade crib, and I saw a baby, and
Right.
It's one day. Come on.
Yep.
And we have to cut her mic.
Okay.
You're getting so to blush over there.
That's hilarious.
She's
No.
turning red. No.
Yes, I am. That's okay. I needed that.
Don't worry. Suck less.
Suck less.
That's all I want. Is I just want them to suck less. But for my
Oh,
friends and for
you need
people
a
who are,
mug.
oh, I need a mug that says suck less.
Oh, yes. I will
You
create
know what
one.
to do this week.
Suck less mug. Yes, I'm
We'll
on
have
it.
to work on a good image for that one.
Yes.
Because
yeah.
that could
My
take
God.
many
That's what I said, Val.
directions. And I want to make sure we take it in the correct directions when we do this. Because, I have a coffee mug that says eagle jizz on it with an eagle with cool sunglasses. And
I
I
do as
show that
well.
to my brother, one of my brother-in-laws all the time, and he loves it. And I told him what it was, and he was like, oh, that makes it funny. I was like, yeah, this is why I'm going to bring this to I'm going to start bringing this mug to family gatherings.
Nice, Courtney.
To just be like, subtly, just be like, oh, hey, your shirt just looks like eagle jizz right now. And just walk away.
You read what Courtney wrote.
Yeah, read what
water
Courtney
bottle.
wrote.
We're gonna put it on a water bottle. Yes.
That
Okay,
comes
sorry.
with a straw.
With a
We're gonna do a straw water bottle. Yes. Could you suck less?
Where's the meditation?
Be more mindful. Could you just suck less? Thank you.
Okay.
See, I like clever insults and I like clever things that make people like. I have a very dry but blunt sense of humor. If you haven't noticed,
Really?
and do I?
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I still haven't made a Smegalomaniac cup, or anything like that, because that one's gonna be like, it's gonna have to be that one. Ooh, that could be a really cool T-shirt with like a gross-looking mushroom on it that just says Smegalomaniac.
Oh my God.
How about one? Could you not suck at all? Nikki.
We'll workshop some mugs and some fun for the Sick of This shop. We're working on everything. Also, for friends, we're working
Noted.
on figuring out the shipping costs. So we do know that
Mhm.
shipping right now is pretty expensive for the shop. We are working on figuring out how to get that down. So bear with us in our early iterations.
I'm having
appreciate
nightmares
any
over
feedback.
shipping.
We appreciate any feedback from y'all too. If you notice things like that, like let us know. We want to make sure that the shop is not like breaking your bank just to buy stuff on shipping, because that's stupid and that sucks. And like I said,
Shipping
not
should
really-
suck less.
shipping should suck less.
We're
I'm
on
not
it.
here to take all your money. I just want to be able to pay my family to be able to have a good life that's simple and easy, and pay my friends who help volunteer and work with me. And hopefully we're going to be hosting other shops soon too for our friends. So hopefully we can look out for that, and we'll figure out branding and stuff on how we can make sure that everybody gets a great place and great home. Anyway.
Oh, by the way, there's a meditation.
There is a meditation. Are we at that time? Oh, yeah, we are at that time.
We are getting close.
Okay. All right, friends. I'm going to
I really just wanted to go pee.
Oh, hey, you know what? That's fair. What we're going to do is I'm going to mute all of my friends for the meditation section, and we are going to disappear for a couple minutes here so that everyone can enjoy the meditation today. And we'll be back on the flip side to help promote and get the word out where you can find all of us. Thanks, y'all. See you on the flip side.
The flip side. Welcome to our island meditation. Begin by taking a deep breath in through your nose and slowly exhale out through your mouth. Take another deep breath in through your nose and slowly exhale out. One more deep breath in and slowly exhale out. Imagine you are on the beautiful island of Barbados. The waters of the Caribbean are almost a neon shade of turquoise. You slip off your shoes and walk barefoot in the warm sand, each step further grounding you in the present. As the waves come to shore, you walk in the sand, allowing the warm water to wash over your feet. You take in the beautiful shells and life all around you. While on the island, let's take a walk through the Barbados Wildlife Reserve in St. Peter. Although the red-footed tortoise is non-native to the island, these beautiful creatures, with their bright orange, red, and yellow colors, flourish in the reserve, living up to 70 years. They're certain to bring calm. They understand there is no need to hurry. The macaws living inside the reserve are striking with vivid yellow, teal, and green colors, also non-native. They can grow as large as 30 to 40 inches long and have a wingspan of up to 4 feet. They are large in comparison to the other parrots and parakeets. Roaming freely on the island is the green monkey, which is also a non-native species. The monkeys do not look green, but rather an illusion of yellow, as the color of their fur is a mix of yellow flecks and brownish gray and olive fur. They are known as acting cheeky and mischievous, stealing fruit from farms and classes from visitors. Follow the path before you, staying present and taking in all the beauty around you. The palm trees offer shade from the sun. Feel the culture of the island, the vibrational hum, and the rhythm that leaves every worry behind. Relax your body and allow the Caribbean sunset to dissolve any remaining stress, worry, or fear that you have today. Let the tide gently take it away. You are at peace and energized on your island adventure. You may return to this island at any time you need a staycation moment.
And we're back. Hello, my friends. Welcome back, everyone. This has been such a wonderful episode. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the fun. Beth, can you no longer hear us? Are you gone now? Is Beth gone? I'll start with Steph. Is the time that
I
we're
lost hearing.
We lost. Beth can't hear us at the moment, which is okay. So we're going to start with Steph. This is the time we get to promote ourselves and the work that we're doing and how people can find us and how they can support everything that's going on. So Steph, take it away for a minute.
Hi, all. Sorry I didn't get to hang out in the chat with you guys today. So I am the host of Freedom Over Fascism, which you can find at on Substack at Freedom Over Fascism or just freedomoverfascism.us. This week, I have Walter Rhine, and I'm going to try to see if I can dig into his story a little bit. And then I have a guy named Dimitri Melhorn, who is trying to fund all sorts of plans and outside the box thinking about how do we get ourselves out of this moment beyond what we're doing now. So I think that is going to be super exciting. I am also making a store, which eventually I'll port over to Sick of This Shop, and I'll tell you more about that. And also we'll begin having some commercials for things I actually use, and hopefully that'll help supplement. So if you can subscribe free or paid, that would be great. And it's just great to be here with all of you. I feel like I'm sort of missing a limb without seeing the chat, but I'll get that sorted. So thanks. Oh, I think Nick, you're muted.
I muted myself, and I'm talking to myself over here. Thanks, Steph. Next week, we will make sure we sort out tech issues ahead of time, hopefully, because we didn't even get Steph's name on the live, at least on my side. I'm sorry, Steph and everyone, but Steph will get tagged in the post show, so she can do all of her things like she always does. Thank you so much. Please go support Steph. She's amazing. She's doing some great conversations, and she's just amazing. Go support her.
I want to learn from people, so that's my goal for what I get out of it and what I want you all to get out of it.
Thanks, Steph. Next, we'll switch over to Beth because it sounds like she can hear us again.
I can hear again. Please come support me at the Possibilitarian's Light. I just dropped chapter 3 of my journey, like dandelions, righting the wrongs and finding me. Paid or not,
Awesome.
I appreciate you. Come follow.
You should all read it.
Yeah, it's
beautiful. I'll read it. And we'll make sure to, Beth, you can also cross-post if you want onto, I think you can. No, it might just be me. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I think I might be able to.
You might be able to, but we also have the shared user that I'll work with you on, where we can cross-post, make it easier for cross-posting articles into Sick of the Shit publications for like friends and contributors who are part of it, where you just want to cross-post it back. Because again, I'm not trying to make money off Beth. Cross-posting is awesome because it drives traffic right back to the original creator and the original article. That's why I like doing it for friends. So come be a part of Possibilitarian's Light. I see somebody scan the QR code. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Next, So, my friend, promote yourself. Welcome back to Canada.
Thank you. I find it hard to promote myself because as I've said before, if I could, I would support. I don't know. I said that here, but anyways, I would like to clone myself to support everyone who works here because their content is amazing, and it's so hard to follow. But yeah, so if you want to follow my world, you can find me at Soso's World, and I am absolutely very grateful to Nick for hosting us on his platform. As content creators, we're finding our way, we're finding our voice, and it's important to know that what we do, there's only just one little seed that I'm planting in someone's head, and eventually it brings about positive changes. That for me, and eventually, of course, I know it but anyways, I try to just accept it that you don't always know. And sometimes you find out like months later that it did make a difference. So anyways, I'm just ranting here, but just saying that this is what I'm hoping to do, that how I see the world through my pictures, through my heart, because I do a lot of art. I try, but I have so many interests. It's hard to follow me sometimes, but yeah. So thank you for your interest and follow and support.
Thanks, Sosa. And your photography is beautiful. You're finding your voice, and it's nice to see beauty and creation come on to Substack. That's a big thing I want to see because it makes the world a better place. So thanks, Sosa.
Oh, I was about to say, if you want to see beauty, because for me to do that brings us joy. And I also co-host an episode with my beautiful friend Beth here called Time for Life. So if you want to join us this Wednesday for a new episode, it's going to be at 12 p.m. East. And we discuss what brings us joy to take a break from the doom and gloom. Yes, and I don't know if you guys got caught up on Beth last week, but she had 500 person in her kitchen with Brendan because they were cooking stuff. It was amazing stuff.
Oh my gosh, it was fun.
It was pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome.
I was so impressed. I wanted to be there actually, but I was there in the chat like, wow, in my
It
bathing
was
suit.
so much fun.
Sorry, as the screen goes really super glary on me. And then finally, come hang out here at Sick of the Shit Publications, where you find us, obviously, and our wonderful faces on Monday mornings. But you also find me in all the masculinity discussions that I'm having, and everything else around just better humaning. And then our Time for Life segment that we do every Wednesday with Beth and Soso, where I don't have to be there and they get to have a lot of fun. And last week was pretty cool to see all the baking. That was really fun to see, almost like a baking show. I know Brandon does those a lot, and it's fun to see those. So thank you for bringing that on the Sick of the Shit Publications. I appreciate it.
It was a lot of
spreading
fun.
that joy. And yeah, this week is going to be a really big week if you're catching it live on the week that it's happening for Sick of the Shit Publications. We have Qasim Rashid Esquire coming on tomorrow for an intelligent masculinity discussion, which is going to be really fun at 2 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be a really fun show. I won't be here for Notes of the Week this week. I have stuff that I got to do that's family related. And Walter is going to be having your weirdo friend on for a show during our normal time. So you will still see Walter tomorrow. Maybe not on Sick of the Shit Publications this week, but we're going to be working on how we can help Walter with that. So it's always able to be hosted here if he wants to.
And you'll see him on mine too.
And on Freedom Over Fascism, you'll get a lot of Walter this week. Plus, on Thursday, we've got another intelligent masculinity discussion. I believe that one is with Jack on Thursday.
Oh, nice.
And then our Diogenes Club with me, Eric Lulov, Evan Fields, Walter Ryan. That's going to be an incredible, fun discussion as always with our bro show, our Diogenes Club. Where are the men? Well, we're going to be on the screen hanging out. Come hang out with us. So thanks everyone. Come support Sick of the Shit Publications. Free or paid. Paid really helps because it does feed my family, and it does help make sure that eventually I can start paying Beth and others and giving back more into the community for the work that others are doing right around me and with me. So thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for being part of our discussion today. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you get a mindfulness practice out of this that you can take home and use yourself and begin asking around. And I will begin working on trying to find my paperwork so that I know where all my mindfulness practice documents are and I can start sharing them with everybody.
Yeah.
And come help me do that here at Sick of the Shit Publications because I think it's needed. And so thank you all. Thanks everyone for being here with us as we chilled out on our Monday morning here on Chronically Illing Out. And I'm going to switch back to our other screen. I'm Nick Parrow, not your dad, joined by my friend Soso, Beth Cruz, and Steph Wilson. I did not go on Twitter as we rock on.
There we go.
Love it.
And,
Gosh, I don't have Apple. I need to get props.
and we send some hearts and love. Thank you, everyone. Love you all. Thank you all in the chat. Love to our
you.
friends. And let's stop being sick of this shit, friends. Let's do this
And
shit.
start doing this shit.
Have a great one, y'all. Thanks, everyone.